Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I decided to come on kind of early. What's going on, little chick? Where your shoe at? Where your shoe at though, girl? Where your shoe at? Why you always losing your shoes? I'm gonna wait and give y'all the opportunity to come into the room. Sit down, Riley. Sit. Hey Tam. Hey Lynn. Sit, Riley. Sit. Go ahead, sit down, Remy. Juki. Hey, April, Ashley, Tierney, Roberta. What's going on, guys? Bama, Christian. What's going on? I just decided, y'all, I'm supposed to be out and about. And oh, my daughter called me at the last minute and was like, "Can you keep the baby for a few hours?" I was like, "Oh my God." I had my 2 days. Now I got to do 3. And with her, y'all, I can't turn my back. I can't get up and do nothing. She is so busy. She flips. She'll flip, try to, flip off of the couch. Like I cannot do anything but sit and hold her. I had sent her playpen back home with her mom because she needed it. Listen, with the playpen, she already started pulling up on that, pulling up, breaking it down. So I put her in her carrier right and went into the restroom yesterday. And I just went into the restroom to use the restroom. I was in there a few minutes and I came out. She was standing up backwards. I said, "Oh my God, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing." She always taking her shoes off. Now she like to take her shoes off, y'all. She take her shoes off and throw them. I said, "Ain't this some crap?" Hey Ben, hey Great Face, Joy Loves God, Lynn, Gristle. Shout out to everybody that I may have skipped over because I didn't see them. Kenny, hey Tamara, I was watching last night's live since I came in. Oh, okay. Hey Dade County, that's Miami. Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure y'all hit whatever page y'all on. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I was getting on here for a few minutes, for about an hour. Leave it, and I'm telling you, she is something. She is so busy. Remy, now you know better. Hey, Lucille. So what's going on today, y'all? What's the word? Hey, street politics. What's the word? What's new? I ain't had the opportunity to really look at nothing because I've had her since 7. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. Hey, so witty. Hey, S. Sherrod. Good morning, Miss T. Now you know your hours turn into 3 hours. I know. Hey, Michelle. Amen, Lucia, giving God all the glory. God is amazing. God is amazing. I'm going to tell you that right now. God is amazing. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta be wiser. I had stopped dropping, well, nothing. I ain't gonna even say. I'm just gonna stop doing it. Because what I see now is that link is a way for them to get your IP address. And once they get that IP address, they can give it to whoever it is that they're working for. And then I guess they feel like they're soldiers. They can start unsubscribing your subscribers. I mean, it's a sickness. I don't know why people do it, why people follow folks. I guess they want to be in a cult or something. You would think that these are highly intelligent people, some of them that are working with some of these vloggers to violate other people. But hey, they doing it. They are doing it. Oh, thank you guys. Not only that, I spoke with someone else yesterday about a sponsorship, and I think I'm going to be able to I think they're going to do it. They seem very, very interested. So that will be number two. Of course, I'm not going to stop there. I reached out to one of our city council. Um, yeah, I do. I hide it. You can hide it with a VPN. But they get they get that. Okay. Um, but I reached out to one of our city council members today, and I already know she's going to support. She's always supported everything that I've ever done. Um, she is amazing. She is amazing, and her father has a really big church. Thanks, Kenny, for the cash app. Hey Suave has a really big church around the Mississippi area, one of the biggest. And she's going to talk to her father about allowing me to come and speak at their church about spreading awareness um, about stalking and things of that nature. And I'm just and that's another way to get more people on board. Like her dad's church is one of the biggest. Use ATO or browser. Okay. Thank you. So this is a way of getting bringing awareness, and I'm able to share a lot of the things that I really wanted to spread worldwide. I want to bring other people on, especially from other states. I do know that I have, family and friends up north that are business minded, also that's willing to jump on board. If we could make this thing state to state, or as many states as we can. I have an uncle who has a really big church in Detroit, and I call him, and he says that he's going to call me back, so that we could talk extensively about it. My mom's brother, and not only does he have a big church in Detroit, but he and his partners are starting. He just started a church in Memphis, and he says their next stop is New York. He's doing the darn thing. I'm very, very proud of him. And so that's a way. Stop, Remy. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Don't cry. She mad because Remy don't want to play with her. Don't cry. Remy, you normally want her to rub on you. You normally do, but you being grouchy. They get so jealous when she in my arm and stuff. And she tried to play with Remy, and she growling at her. And it hurt her feelings. It's her turn. Sit down, Riley. Y'all see Riley getting jealous? Sit down. I bet you Remy better not growl at her no more. Go to Sheepy Pie. Go to Sheepy. Go to Sheepy Pie. Go to Sheepy. Playco said, "Wish my baby was that small again." Suave said, Ashley said, Remy gonna be heading to the pound. Don't try to play with her no more. Just lay on Gigi. Remy, I don't know what's going on with you. Now she's trying to fight Riley. I don't know what's up with Remy this morning. She's trying to beat up Riley. Remy, stop. I'm not playing with you. Stop. I'm not playing. She in a bad mood this morning. Riley, sit down. She don't want to play with you either. Now Riley crying. Ooh, I can't win. Y'all hear Riley crying because Remy wants to beat him up. Just leave her alone. She don't want to play. She grouchy. Lynn says, Miss T, you are correct because stalking is real, and most of the time they end up assaulting. Right. When a person can't leave you alone, and what they start doing is, and this is what I was talking to someone about. Of course, I've been talking to some people. I've had to because of some things that are happening with me. When people have been in and out of the system, they think that they're smart enough to get people that are mentally ill to send them out to do their dirt. They feel like, well, I'm not the one. I ain't the one messing with her. But actually they are, if they can get weak people to do it. And it's not just him by himself. It's other vloggers on here that have already had a history of doing it. They taught him how to do it. Right. And so what's going to happen is, okay, and I could say this while my heart is grinning. What's going to happen is the vloggers that's working with him, that have taught them how to do it, because y'all notice they get into it and then they be cool again. What they doing is they brought a lot of attention to that identity theft stuff that they got going on. Okay, the ones that's helping them, they brought a lot of attention to that. When you start sending these sick folks out, the FBI don't just move. I'm gonna tell you what because I was so mad. Okay, and I'm not gonna talk about it much. The only thing I'm gonna do is just keep being proactive, and being proactive is spreading awareness about what they've done to me, especially on here, to the point where I've been getting counseling from my pastor, and Google has been allowing them to do it. Now my lawyer, the first lawyer I had, I guess she didn't really want to deal with it, because she looked at it and she was like, well, somehow Google has been able to disclaim it. But Google has a responsibility to not allow people to run rampant on their platform. There are all types of crimes like identity thefts and stalking and all of that. They do have a responsibility. So now with the lawyer that I have now, because of what they've done, they got some of everybody in their camps. They got arsonists. They got arsonists in their camp. Okay. This is an organization, right? And so what my lawyer did was, we're doing quite a bit, right? And shout out to my lawyer, because my lawyer is one of my first sponsors. Okay. We're getting this thing up off the ground and going the way that it should. Because there has to be money behind it. And to some of the politicians, that had already knew me, that have already known me through my dad, that know my reputation, right? And a lot of the things that my dad and I have done. And it's appalling to them that Google is allowing these criminals to run rampant now. So I'll be able to speak about, just kind of keep people aware, because I'm gonna tell you something. When people violate you, I know oftentimes that this is the mistake I made, and I had to tell the investigator, the first one that was on my case, I had to tell him, you were right, okay? Because it was pissing him off last year when he told me, you need to nip this in the bud, and I would go, well, they've stopped, when they really never stopped. He was like, we were looking at it. They ain't gonna stop. They're not going to stop because they have a fixation on you. Okay. So then later on, I had to go and file another report. I didn't continue on with it. So he was like, well, the reporter always be on file. He said, but I can guarantee you this. You're going to file another report because he's fixated on you. And so, because we watched him, they watched him for 2 weeks straight. Right. And so, so then, he kept on. And so then a young lady reached out to me. I'm just giving y'all the history. Okay. Young lady reached out to me, and she kept trying to, it's scary. She kept trying to make light conversation with me. Right. And so, I thought she was cool. She was coming into my chat. And so finally, I don't know, it must have been God. She told me she had wanted to talk to me. And so then she went on to tell me that this vlogger, thought because she had issues in the past that he could get her to, she was very detailed. So then one night I saw her, I just happened to be in the bushes, because sometimes if I'm up late, I'll be in the bushes on other vloggers channel. Just this particular night, I was in the bushes on Double Tap channel, and this young lady was up there, and she was exposing it. She was like, they want to get Tamara out of the way. They try to get me to do something to Tamara. Okay. And so then somebody came into the chat. I screen recorded all of it. The investigators got all of it. She didn't know I was in that chat. And so I could tell Double Tap didn't really want to get too much into that. He was like, oh yeah, they don't want information out or something like that. but or maybe he didn't know what she was talking about. And somebody came into his chat and said, you a rat. You a rat. And so she was like, how am I a rat for telling Miss Tamara, alerting Miss Tamara that they wanted me to do something to her? Well, she told me that this particular vlogger was trying to gas her up. See, this is what they do. They get people that they can manipulate that already have mental illnesses. Okay. That he was trying to gas her up. They was trying to make her think that I was calling Lakeside on her, like I was calling trying to get her job taken. And if they feel like when people have mental illnesses, if they think you got a mental illness, okay, if they think you got a mental illness, of course they are, they get people that they think are weak, but this young lady is intelligent, okay? Even people have issues, but it don't mean that they're crazy. It just means that they got issues, okay? And I guess the good thing about it is when people think that you are crazy, okay, it causes them to expose their hand, okay? And it's a darn shame how a bunch of damn crackheads think that they can rule something, okay? But what they do is they go and get people that are mentally weak. And so as we started to learn about some of these people that are working with them, because it's more than him, okay? It's other vloggers too that have always been doing it, okay? And so it's going to be funny how it's going to be weird how they all start turning on each other, because what they do is we found out they have the women, even when they sitting at work on their jobs, okay, to start filing FBI reports, okay. I heard they said, we're going to go after her professionally, okay, jealous of what I got, okay. So got women filing fake FBI reports. Now, when I talked to with me and the investigator, I was talking to an FBI agent yesterday. I was very upset to start learning about a lot of the stuff that they've been doing, right? Okay. So, what he reminded me of was, he said, have you ever filled out a report on the site? I said, yes. He says, when you get to the end of the site, what does it say? I had to think about it. I said, well, you have to click something. You have to put your signature on it, and you have to click a check the box where it says everything that you've made in this statement is true. And then you have to put your signature. He said, okay, didn't I tell you not to worry about it? So in other words, what they're committing is perjury. But see, when you got a puppet master that's got a lot of and the people that's doing it, you got folks that got jobs, that go to work every day, that's got pretty good jobs and got businesses, okay, a couple of them, and they letting the likes of him mislead them. How in the hell do these people feel like that this is solving a Young Dolph's case? They can't solve no Young Dolph's case. But how do they feel like violating people, violating their privacy, being obsessed with them? I want what she got. I want to be the investigator. I want y'all to start calling and trying to get her messed over. And motherfucker, you just mess yourself over, bitch. But see, the people that they got doing it, they don't care about them women gonna be facing perjury charges. They don't care. They ain't never met these women. But it's weird to me. I know some of those men got sexual deviant behaviors, so they will attach to people like them because that's their background. But I can't understand how these women, and I know people have mental illnesses, let these men push them to the very limit. You don't go and commit perjury with the FBI. Okay? You don't do that. But it's just the idea that this nigga is so sick. So now what happens is, some people were saying, it's got to be the sickest thing I've ever seen, where you violate people. You want to talk about them and slander them, and then you go and file some paperwork to keep them from saying anything back. What kind of mess is that? And so that is the reason why, okay, that this is what my program is going to talk about. I want people to know when folks start violating you, nip it in the bud, bring attention to it immediately. Because what they do is when they think they're getting away with something, look at how they hacked my phone, how they sent people to my house, sent folks to my office, okay? Feeling like it's his duty to listen to my phone calls, and them fuck niggas in Dallas think they gonna get by, but they ain't. Yeah, I've heard about everything. One thing about it, when people start falling out, they will work with the authorities. When y'all making up that fake stuff, I know y'all didn't think y'all was gonna make up no fake paperwork or get no crazy ass person to go and lie on me and say that I had did something to them, right? But what they do is they try to find people that are mentally weak, okay, in the mind, that'll go and sit in front of the FBI with them knowing that they are lying. You got to be real mentally ill to do it. Okay. And those are the types of people that they look for, and they feel like, well, nothing didn't happen, but it's the obsession. I did cause her some discomfort. Now I gotta find that person going down. Now I gotta find another crazy motherfucker to do it. And they like to pull the strings, be the puppet master of the mentally ill. And that's what's going on, okay? And so I'm bringing awareness to that. You cannot, when people start stalking you, regardless to how anybody feels about the cookie shop, okay? People don't know what has gone on as it relates to the cookie shop. They don't have the evidence. No blogger can give you the evidence, not unless they was involved, right? I'm not going to Kenny. So I do a gospel show every Saturday and I don't cuss, okay? And so but regardless to how anybody feels, it ain't right to consistently harass and stalk somebody based on your speculations and somebody else's mental sickness because they want to get views and money. It ain't right. And with us being adults, okay, we should say, well, look, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to feel. Well, hey, if you feel like, well, I think it's something suspicious. Okay, well, you could, we folks can think whatever they want to think, but it does not give you the right to go and violate somebody. So that's why I say they're getting mentally ill people, okay, to go and do it, because I could speculate all day. Hell, I've talked to guys where I speculate that they doing something, but it don't give me the right, even though I'm in that profession, and there's still laws. It don't give me the right to tap their phone calls. That's violating him. Okay, so what? It doesn't give me the right to stand up on my soapbox because I don't like somebody and try and degrade them every day and then go file a report so that they cannot defend themselves. Getting people to go after folks, try to go after folks being, they ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing, I don't want them to have nothing. This is how they think. And so this is what, okay? And that's why I'm so happy that my lawyer's law office has been the first investor. And I want to get more people in the legal field. I'm targeting the lawyers, okay? Because number one, something has to be done about Google allowing it, okay? Something has to be done about Google allowing it. I don't give a damn how many, if they get their stuff taken and they went and got their account in somebody else's name. Okay, so now you go after that person because it is their person that's sitting up on their platform. They'll stop letting folks get stuff in their name. Okay. If a person is banned from YouTube because of their violations, even if it is in somebody's name, they know their face and their person. They should not be allowed to come up under another person's account and continue the same thing. And this is what Google is allowing. Women are being taken out by some of these folks on here. Check out their backgrounds. The police done pulled up the backgrounds, okay? Check it out. When people have came to you and said that somebody has solicited a hit, you damn right they're going to start looking into them. When people start giving you, sending you emails talking about identity thefts and the ring and how they going and getting IDs and other folks' names and violating stuff, you damn right they're going to look into it and pull their background. Okay? And they got a right to do it. When you are being harassed, what you need to do is you need to reach out to the police department, just like I had to do. And just like when you down there filing them reports and they getting ready to do something, you got to go before a judge and swear. Raise your right hand to God, okay? Just like I had to do. And tell the truth. Okay, because the truth gonna keep you free. A lie ain't. The police have a right, if you're receiving harassing emails, to subpoena the account of the harasser. Okay, the police have a right to do it because number one, they got to make sure that it ain't that it's not coming from you. Okay, and they have a right to do it before they move forward, because they can't bring charges against because folks lie every day, so they have a right to do it. That's right. So I want to bring awareness, and that's what we're gonna do. And I thank God, and I remember when one of the church mothers was praying on the praying line, on our praying line. And she said some months back, she said, watch and see this thing that's going on. She said, I've been praying for you. Watch and see, don't God use it for your good. Watch and see, don't something good come out of it. And I said, I just don't see nothing good coming out of it. She said, take hate out of your heart for him because there's something wrong with him. Pray for him. Even though you feel like they're using darkness, darkness can't override light. Pray for him, but watch and see, don't God have something good to be birthed out of this. And that's why that's the reason why we started the Stop Stalking, No Stalking campaign. Ain't God good? Because it's a lot of people that's got the same story that I got. You had your violators to stalk you, to violate you, and then and feel like it is their right to do it, especially when they intrude in your life. They start soliciting people that are in the medical field, people that work at key places that can pull your information. These are the types of people that have to be brought to justice. You misuse, okay? You misuse your job, and then have the nerve to try to run and falsify government documents when the people on to them, as if we're going to be the first ones to say she did it, or we're going to be the first ones to say he did it because they own to me. Now, what you did was, when the FBI is doing their investigations, okay, what they start doing is they start looking into everybody, even the complainer's background. I welcome them to look in every system, everything that I ever did. Okay, and guess what they have? Now, I just wonder how these niggas that's filing these fake reports gonna come out. I'm waiting for the end result. Okay, because that's where the blessing lies at, in the end result. It made me smile when I said it. Okay, I'm waiting on the end result. Okay. And we don't do violations. But I was getting ready to say something, but I'm not gonna even alert them. I want them to do it. I ain't gonna even put them up on that. I want them to do it. Okay. But my idea was too, because stalking work both ways. You have women that cannot. Men get stalked too. Hey, bestie. Hey, best friend. You have women that cannot allow men, when men decide that they don't want them, they don't want to let go. So they start doing everything up under the sun. Okay. So it works both ways. You have folks that, I think some of the worst kind is like what I'm going through with people you've never met or you've never seen in person. Okay. And you already know those are people that you would never even want to be around, and they develop this fixation with you. That's the most dangerous kind right there. Because look at what happened. Okay. And people are, like I said, I really hate that for the mentally ill, because people think they so slick. What they do is they try to get weak people to do their dirty work and hide behind them. Okay. But that ain't gonna work out either. But anyways, you guys, stop stalking campaign. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the blessing. That's a blessing. I'm already excited about it. Because people bring a lot of awareness, in which they should, to domestic violence. They bring a lot of awareness to sexual assaults. There are like January is stalking month, stalking victims month, right? But there has to be more awareness brought to it. Okay. And so, like I was going to say, I want to get a lot of men involved, because I think when people think about stalking, even though it is a bunch of men that's doing it to me, about three, okay, they go and solicit the women because they feel like they're the weak-minded women, okay. Um, yeah, but I want to get men when we start, since we started the campaign when we're building our website. I want to get pictures of men holding up, or in t-shirts, the t-shirts that we're going to start printing up saying stop stalking. Because I think, when people think about stalking, they think only about men, but men are, some men are victims too, right? But I feel like if you have real men on social media, I want people to have a different perception, and let them know that anybody can be stalked, right? All the different types of stalking, whether it's via cyberly, physically, or all of that. But when you have men, especially strong men, standing up saying stop stalking, that gives people another conception. It's like, no, all men are not stalkers. You see what I mean? Yeah. God just giving me ideas like rivers of flowing water. Once I get an idea, you better believe I take it through the roof. That's one thing about me. If I ever get an idea and I get fixed on doing something, it's going up. Okay, it's going up. I had one made me so miserable. I was speaking out the blind, scared to tell anyone, but I spoke to someone and he stopped. Thank God, right? But my stalkers won't stop. What they do is they start soliciting weak-minded people. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. I always tell people, just let me be. Let me do my thing and let me be. Because if I ever get started on something, I'm going to run it up because I'm a winner. I was born a winner, and I'm a win. My campaign going to win. That's so true. Joy loves God. That's so true. You know what, G Money? That should go on a t-shirt. You just gave me an idea. Let me take a picture of that. Stalking is for losers. Okay. That right there. Okay. That right there gonna that cause see, I know yes, indeed. Stalking is for losers. That's gonna go on the t-shirt. Also, that's a good one right there. That's right. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. And I'm trying to help the people. I'm trying to help other victims. It's all about helping other people and spreading awareness. And that's what God is using me to do. Do y'all know how many people have talked about how when people get up, become obsessed with them and stalk them, how they call and call, if they are in business, they try to call their clients. Um, I even had, and I got an email, so this ain't no lie. When the lady sent me an email talking about they was going to call my clients. We know one of them. The investigator got that ain't nothing I'm making up. That's in it's in it was in an email. It still is. Okay. And so but that's the lengths that they go to. And so that's why awareness has to be brought to this, right? Law enforcement is more aware. They have to do their investigations and stuff, which is a good thing. you know but it's just the idea. I want people to be aware. When people start harassing you, get it on paper immediately, because when they have a fixation on you, they don't stop. Okay. I know, they've had people calling my phone. Okay. So now on my business, okay, well, I'm not gonna say that, okay. But they've had people calling my phone, acting as if they want some assistance and all of that. I mean, just sick, relentless. I guess they feel like they trying to concoct. It's a damn shame when you think you can outsmart the FBI. That's when you dealing with people that are mentally sick. Amen. So witty. New to you says, I had one as well. Believe and trust the word. Victor. Absolutely. Mhm, mhm, mhm. She went on to sleep when Remy hurt her feelings. I'm gonna take Remy to the doctor. Her stomach is getting big. She heavy. She don't like to move around as much. She real lazy now. Right. It does change your mental. Like even now, like I was telling my lawyer, like now, when before people come over to the office, like even with the people that work with me, we all have to be there. And I call for the precinct to come and sit outside when we got an appointment, because of how this man is able to send these sick ass folks out. Okay. And it's documented. So if we have to pull them things out and discharge them. we're gonna be in the right. Absolutely, Kevin. You know, I had wanted to, because I'm gonna tell you something. There are it's all about being smart. I don't want to see my cousins and stuff go back to jail. Real street guys don't take too kind to stuff like this. They do want to take it to the street, especially when you're talking about real men that don't violate women. I mean, they got some whoremongering spirits, okay, but they don't violate women. But they don't take too kind to this. And so you have to be smart about it, care enough about your family not to allow them to get themselves caught up in nothing. When one of my cousins had found out that sicko had tapped my mama's phone, he took it, almost took it to 100. And I had to tell his wife, don't log him in. Don't log him in anymore. Okay, because that's right, so witty. I'm on an assignment. And I've always loved to spread awareness about stuff. And this is just something that God has me doing. I feel like I had to go through this so that more awareness could be spread. Mhm. I love it when she go to sleep so I can get all the sugar. If you guys feel like someone has been hacking your phone, um, you got any cyber situations going on, that's the site right there. Now, one of the federal agents gave me the site to give out on another site if you feel like your life is in danger. And they definitely start to, you'll get a call right away on that one. It is the FBI site, but it's another it has another website address. It's in the spiritual realm. We cancel every assignment. All we need to do is agree. Absolutely. We're touching and agreeing for justice. This has been going on for over a year. Okay, we're touching and agreeing, and I think it's just a fixation because I let it go on too long. Like I said, I really hate I didn't nip it in the bud when the officer. I did. It is on paper, but I just should have kept going. But when people have their own life, like I actually be outside, I actually have my own life. You know, you don't want to consistently be having to deal with other stuff. In which, when they stopped, I went ahead and stopped. And the investigator told me, I don't, Tamara, that's not, I don't think you're doing that right. You need to nip it because he's gonna start back doing it. He got a fixation on you. And that's the only thing that gives me solace, is knowing that. And I figured that this would happen. I don't know why when it started, I figured that this would happen, that he would sooner or later start trying to see him. Because see, you have to understand, people are jealous of of your accomplishments. And I knew it. It was the Holy Spirit told me it's your accomplishments that they jealous of. They're gonna start trying to go after you professionally. He didn't want to do it, so he had to get a bunch of damn fools to do it, okay? To start committing perjury, right? And so that's why they started having people to try and call me, talking about jobs, because what they wanted to do, I see now they had a girl to call me, right? And she just don't know she get ready to be charged. And she paid, I don't take credit card payments anymore right now. And no other investigator takes credit card payments. And they was like, you're gonna get burned. Don't take no credit card payments. But I kept taking them because all of my clients were, it's certain people, even right now when I hear that, well, I'm not gonna say that. Okay. But anyways, I took the credit card payment from a female black, of course, and she did a charge back. So when we started tracing the information, even though she had a Memphis number, the chargeback traced all the way back to Houston, Texas. Now, in our research, we found out she had filed a police report claiming that she was robbed in East Memphis at a gas station and all that. And so she's going to be dealt with, because I was going to let that go. And another investigator said, let me tell you something. You let too much shit go. You start letting this shit go, these motherfuckers going to feel like we something to play with. Get her for writing bad checks, okay? Because they're for doing theft of services. Because she intentionally charged it back after she had gotten the service, okay? That's theft. Okay? So she's gonna be dealt with. So I got to thinking about, because I stopped dealing with that. I was like, it's just I'm not gonna deal with that. But she had signed a contract and everything. But you're right. Stop letting stuff go. Okay, especially when you got a bunch of bottom feeders. A lot of these women get involved with doing this with these men. Y'all know why? Because they jealous of other women. They jealous of other women. Who she thinks she got two businesses. Yeah, I'm gonna help him to violate her. We gonna take her down. Okay. All right, bitch. You just let that good for nothing jailbird that ain't been in nothing but in and out of jail. They don't even care about themselves. And so you join with them and start committing perjury, and you think you smarter than the FBI to start filing fake reports, okay? Because you hating on me, you jealous of me, so you want to join in with this nigga that's obsessed with me. Okay? So it's gonna be a whole lot of other stuff that come behind this as I let my lawyer lead me on these fake reports and stuff, trying to defame not only me, but my business. Okay. That's right, Joy loves God. Mm-hmm. Hey, DJ Rob. But y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure y'all keep. I will say this: make sure the thing that I have been able to do is that's why I know another vlogger, and I'm really surprised that some of these women ran my credit report, but I'm sure they was able to do it because they got some systems where they claim that they doing something professionally. But she's gonna have to deal with that too. I'm not gonna let that go. You don't run my information. So it's good for you guys to make sure that you make sure that you check your credit report and always check to see. Thank you, Kimberly, for being a member for 7 months. And check to see who has been running your credit reports because it will tell you who requested what company requested your credit report. You could get that on your free credit report. So make sure y'all do that. And then if you see something showing, wait a minute, why this company run my credit? Who is this? Make sure you look into it, and then that's federal. Contact the FBI. Right, and put a block on your credit. I have a block on my credit. Make sure you guys put a block on your credit. If I was you, I would get one of these credit services to monitor your credit if I were you all. So that every time somebody tries to run your credit, you get a notification or a call asking, did you just have such and such to run your credit report? Y'all, this right here, the season where I don't let nothing go. Nip it. That's the mindset I'm in now. And everything that I should have nipped in the past, I'm getting ready to put it to death now. Okay. I'm getting ready to put it to bed now. Okay. And I'm going to put it to bed for old and new because it's been going on too long. Yep. And guess what? I feel good about it. It's something when you try to dodge trouble because you go, dog, I ain't did nothing to these people. And you go, dog, it feels so good to just be unleashing. I told you if I had to bet on anybody, I'm going to bet on me because I'm right. I'm a winner. Okay? It ain't good to mess with winners. Not unless you're messing with them the right way. It's some sick freak on here right now saying that's all right. She say she a winner. I'm gonna get this crazy motherfucker to go do this. See, it's it's almost like God. And you have to think about some of these channels, right? That was birthed off of, one of the investigators said before I even started thinking about it twice. How they doing getting these hackers? It's some money behind it. And I really hate that I stopped because he was very, very interested in it. But I called him again, but it's another investigator on it now. Okay. He said it's some money behind this. And he was ready to get to the money. And so you start hearing about some of these other channels that started with the Mo3 sector that is being, that have affiliations with some of these people, some of these cases that you vlog about, like the Young Doss case, okay, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you, So Witty. Roberta says misery loves company, whether you choose to be a quest or not, right? Because it ain't nowhere in the world I can get on here. When I get on here and I talk about the Young Dogs case, y'all don't ever hear me go into, regardless of how I feel about some of these people, you never hear me say anything about their families. You never hear me trying to dig into anything about their families. When folks try to bring up their families and stuff like that, I kind of shrug that off. I won't even talk about it because I ain't no sick cookie. I keep the main thing the main thing. I understand going all up to these folks' restaurants and look, this is what they house look like right here doing all that. How in the hell is that first of all, you ain't gonna solve no Young Dogs case. It's already been solved by the professionals. But how is that helping a case? Now you just a violating ass motherfucker, and you are sadistic and like violating people, and you get a bunch of weak ass folks that want to jump on the train of violating people to go with you, to go in with you. It ain't about helping no young dog. The shit that they doing with the cookie shop, it ain't, and it's not about solving no Young Dogs case because they can't solve it. It ain't about helping young dog. It's about being able to taunt and violate people because it's a lot of folks on here that's sadistic. Okay. Absolutely. They committing crimes behind the scenes while stalking and hacking. And when they know you done figured out what they doing, like messing with them HIPAA laws, they try to jump in it. Oh, she knows. So we gonna file a police report. We gonna call the FBI first. Okay, and guess what? Guess what the FBI said? Oh, okay, now we gotta trace back and see have your stuff been pulled. And if there's any perjury involved, you ain't got to worry about it because they're gonna be arrested. Okay. That's the God I serve. I almost got up and started shouting on that one. My heart been grinning since yesterday. Folks be doing stuff and God be protecting you the whole time. But guess what? I get to thinking about that scripture. My mama got the shouting yesterday on the phone. Flatfoot shouting. For those who think that fat meat ain't greasy, that was listening in. I know you heard her, okay? Because you obsessed and can't. But she got the shouting on the phone, okay? We got to talking about that scripture because y'all know my mama is a minister. Okay, she got to talking about that scripture where Joseph told his brothers when they tried to throw him into the furnace of affliction, it had to happen when they thought he was dead. He was sold into slavery. They thought they tried to take him out because of the gifts that was on his life, and he spoke out too soon, thinking his own family, his brothers, would be happy for him. His brothers were so jealous, they didn't realize when his brother said, because his brother was gifted in dreams, that God was going to take him to the top and make him king. Instead of them saying, shouting, saying, yeah, that's going to be in my family. That's my brother. Our family going to the top. They got jealous of their brother, threw him into the pit, tried to kill him, thought he was dead. He was sold into slavery. He went to jail, and that's what God gave him favor at. Okay. That's what God gave him favor. So he had to go through the furnace of affliction. And then when his brothers found out that he wasn't dead and had to come back to him years later and saw that he was king, they tried to apologize to him. And this is what got my mama to shout in my favorite scripture when he said, don't apologize to me. It had to happen, but it was good for me. And that's why the no stalking campaign has been started on these stalking ass niggas. Okay. They should have thought about all this stalking and all that identity theft and stuff they was doing before they went to doing this. They're gonna be careful about who they let into their camp and get a game from now on, ain't it? Because it's gonna be a lot of talking going on because these folks ain't gonna want to go down by themselves. Y'all know I have a little preach in me because my mama is a minister, right? Miss T Like Dog says, I got F Ninjas recruiting. That's right. I got Dog said I got F Ninjas recruiting other F Ninjas. That's what they doing to you, and it's sad. All because a couple men have an obsession with me. It's really one. Okay, it's really it's really one. Okay, but you're not gonna be able to beat me, nigga. I can't understand why you want to be in competition with a woman. I guess he feel like because he couldn't get close to me so that he could cut me in the back like he did everybody else. I'm gonna just try to use these damn fools around me to try to cut her down. Okay. You know, my name Tamara um means comes from a palm tree called the tamarack. I believe it's called tamarack. Let me see. But tamara is a palm tree. Okay. And the type of palm tree that my name means is like when there are high winds, it bends, it'll lean all the way down, but it never breaks. Okay. I don't care what kind of strong wind comes through. That tam tree don't break. You can't break it. I stand on that. That's my name. What's my motherfucking name? Tamara. Okay, I had to go and add that Snoop Dogg up in there. Okay. But anyways, what else is going on? Make sure you guys, when I start putting the link in and we're getting the website going, my friend is working on our website. And I'm gonna tell y'all how good God is. I was paying for a website, another website. I was like, dog, because I was going to build a website. I was helping somebody with something, right? And it's still been coming out, off of my credit card. And I was like, dog, I've had this website for months. I mean, I've been paying for a website for months that I ain't even using. And I was like, I gotta I just don't know why I just kept paying for it every month. It ain't but $30. I kept paying for it every month, and now I understand why. The No Stalking Campaign website is being built. I didn't even know why God had me paying for it. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Thank you, Kawana. People at my job just don't know the goodness of my Father. If they knew, they wouldn't snare their nose at me. I'm telling you. You got to be real careful about who you mess with and put your mouth on. These folks think they witchcraft gonna override the Almighty. We gonna put some voodoo on her. Oh, okay. Everything that you have ever spoken out about me that's evil, every bone you've ever thrown, every grave you've ever stood on has already been reversed. That very grave that you stood at, okay, speaking curses, is the very grave that you're gonna fall in. Okay. And I stamp that. That's in the atmosphere. I can put everything that I own on that one. Okay. because I serve the Almighty God. Okay, no evil man could come up against the light that I serve. Okay, the master that I serve. Okay. Yeah. They are weaving a tangled web around themselves. I'm telling you. But like I said, it's almost like how Gotti is, right? Gotti Gotti does a lot of what he does. Okay. Because he got a bunch of damn fools that don't care enough about themselves or their families to go out and do things that's going to jeopardize their livelihood and keep them take away their freedom and keep them from their family and their children. Okay. And that's what's going on here. Okay. Joel Love Scott says they are weaving a tangled web. I believe it. See, you went through that for me today, and today knew God is good. Hey, Kenya. Is that Kenya? Um, Joy may as well tie a milestone around their necks and jump in the sea, turn themselves into 201. Lord, I sure thank you. I had been, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had gone down to I told y'all that I went down to Orange. Oh Lord. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay, y'all. My little Fruki is gone. Oh, Real Deal Lee. Thanks for being a member for 11 months, Real Deal Lee. Hey, Daniel. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. But other than that, you guys, what else is going on in the see you later, hear you later, Juki Fruit. I love Juki Fruit so much, but Juki Fruit is something else, y'all. She done got to be bad, y'all. When she get here, she take her shoes off and throw them over across the room. And I get to think about when her mama was a baby around that age. She was just like that. She would take her bottle. If she had, her mother was the type when she was a baby, the same age as Juki. Like if she was sitting on the bed or sitting on the couch, she would suck her bottle some, and then she'd like to take the bottle and drop it because she wanted to hear it drop over behind the bed or something like that. She'll take the bottle and drop it on the floor. But she liked to drop it over behind the bed because she liked to hear the sound when it hit the floor. I said, Lord Jesus. And she got those long feet just like her mother. I said, oh my God. Her feet, her mom. Y'all know normally when babies are born, they come out wearing a 0, right? When her mama was born, she came out wearing a 1.5. And I don't have long feet at all. When I gain weight, they be a little fat. But my regular shoe size is a 7.5. When I gained all that weight, I got up to an 8.5. I was in the shoe store the other day. I was almost got the dancing. I'm back. I'm in a size 8, but I have been losing weight. And so and still losing it. It's a pace because I have my days. Y'all know we had them days where we just go on a binge. Like I be wanting some chocolate. I be wanting to go eat some seafood with some lemon butter on it and all of that. The realist, he said you wear a size 12. Nusi, you said Moro better do the right thing or else. I'm telling you, Steve know he got to do the right thing. Steve, um, 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 Steve know he got to do the right thing. As far as the Young Dogs case, Steve can't mess up. Moroy can't mess up the Young Dogs case because Moroy's agents, they're not the only. That's not just their case, okay? So it'd be hard to mess that up. Um, give me a 11 so I can wiggle my toes. That's my nephew. He takes remotes and they disappear. My mother was so my mother was so mad. She was searching. Oh my God. Daniel said, I heard Straight Drop got 50 years. Straight Drop hadn't even had his trial yet. he's got to go back to court. I believe it's December 1st, so he could decide on if he's gonna go to trial or not. But he hadn't been sentenced. Switch B says she had to buy a universal remote. He gonna get he gonna get 60. He gonna get 61 years. That's what he gonna get. If he don't have some if he don't have a change of heart by December the 1st. Grandchildren are a mess. My grandson told me he needs to talk to me in private because grandma don't need to hear me and stuff. You saw a post in my comment saying that Straight Drop got 59 years. It was in my comments because I don't remember seeing that. Althea says 2 bloggers said that yesterday. Oh, I don't think Straight Drop hadn't been sentenced. He hadn't been sentenced. He hadn't gone to trial yet. He gonna get about that, but he ain't gone yet. He ain't got it yet. So Witter says, "New, I seen that BS. I kept scrolling because it's a lie." It was a post on YouTube. Okay, Lord Jesus. Hold on, y'all. Let's see how many likes we got. Yeah, hit the like button, and if you all are on the other page, let me see. Hold on, guys. Okay. And you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my other channel, Real Talk with Tamara 2, make sure you guys click that link and go subscribe, please. I would appreciate it. Do I like barbecue? I love barbecue when it's barbecue right. Why you ask me that, Daniel? I do when it's barbecue right. I love the grill. I don't necessarily use because see, my mom and grandmother always like when they barbecue, they always add stuff to their barbecue sauce, and it be so freaking good. But I guess I could do it too, like add I know my mom adds crushed peppers and something else, and it'd be so freaking good. The one and only in Memphis. Where is that located at, Daniel? Where's that located? Because I'll go give me some barbecue. You know what? I'm going to try I was at the I sometimes I have to, go over there in that area to do some work, this particular area. And there's this barbecue place over there. I have not stopped and tried it yet because it be open late. Smoky City Barbecue. I have to do I had to do some work over there a few times. And around that area. And I almost stopped there. I said I'm gonna stop there. Somebody came in here because I be having a taste for barbecue sometimes, quite a bit. And I said I was gonna see. I asked them how does Smoky City Barbecue taste? Because I want to try it. I think it's black owned. Yeah, I think it's Black owned. And I also like Cozy Corners. Have some really good barbecue. I don't go in there often. Like if I'm downtown, I be thinking, oh, I want to go to Cozy Corners because they make their cakes freshly baked. And I be one to get one of those strawberry cakes. He says we're catering all over Memphis. Daniel Collins, they have real good barbecue. I like the quesadillas too. Oh, you said the one and only. So you all have a food truck or do you have a building? So Daniel, do you all have a food truck? Oh, it's a catering service. Okay. They said, where's the spot that 8 Ball and MJG go to? I don't know. It might be somewhere in Orange Mound. People talk about Rendezvous. I don't eat Rendezvous ribs. When I went to Rendezvous, um, I always got their sausage and cheese. They have a Cozy Corners in South Haven too. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Whenever I'm downtown, I go to the Cozy Corners downtown. You know what? I eat egg, but I'm not a real big egg fan like that. But I will eat them, especially when I'm dieting, because they keep me full. But when I was in Miami, when I was in Florida visiting one of my good friends, she had a whole big jar, just like on my cabinet. I have a whole big jar of sour pickles. Like when I go into the store, I gotta have that big jar of sour pickles, right? I love pickles. And so she had a whole big jar of pickled eggs. And I was like, I never seen that before. Like, I had never seen pickled eggs before. Now y'all know I'm country, right? Because when I was growing up, we had pickled pig feet, and I promise you, they were so freaking good. Child, a damn pig feet in a jar, and we would go crazy and put hot sauce on it, dip it in some more vinegar, and all of that. And so, he says 1779 Kirby Parkway. So what are you all located next to? Daniel, what are you all located next to? Are there any other businesses around there? Are you all located next to anything? I don't do feet. I don't eat pig feet no more either because You know, that's just cruel to cut the feet off of the pig and eat it. But we, as a little girl, I ain't gonna even lie, child, I wore it out. But I don't even eat. I don't eat pig feet. Period. Now and every now and again, my mama would make some pig feet. It don't be pickled pig feet, but she'll make pig feet. I done told that woman not to stop buying them pig feet. New to you says other women spoke out that he violated Diane. In Augusta, we have a barbecue place called Perry Pig. When you get home, made sweets. When you get home, made sweets lemonade, and I get barbecue sandwich with skins on top with mild sauce. Whenever I get barbecue, I get the beef barbecue, and I have to have spicy sauce on top because I like spicy stuff. Miss T CEO Jizzle said he is not putting himself on the line no more for this game. No, I didn't see that. I gotta go check on my little son. Y'all know I be calling him my little son. Althea Zimmerman says fried feet taste like chicken. Lord have mercy. I don't remember no pig feet tasting like chicken. Millstone Nursery. Okay. Oh my God. They got chicken feet. Oh my God. You better try chicken feet, brown stew chicken feet soup. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Now I ain't gonna tell no stories. I used to eat chitterlings when I was growing up. My mama, every now and again, she'll still make chitterlings. I'm telling you. Just waiting on deer season to. Oh my God, y'all leave the deers alone. The deers are such beautiful animals. Y'all don't kill them. I ain't gonna tell no stories. My granddaddy used to go deer hunting, and that deer meat used to be so good. I don't eat deer no more though. I've developed a love for the deer animals. In Augusta, in our store, we have pickled eggs and pickled pig feet. We've got all bougie with that. He said we've got all bougie with age. I don't do pig feet, sauce, potted meat, sardines. Well, now, Kevin, I ain't gonna even tell no stories. I still do the sardines. I get the sardines and slide the little bone out. I have a taste for it sometimes. I did grow up in the projects. Okay. I'm still hood. I chop up the sardines, I chop it up, I chop up the onions, and I put mayo on it because I love mayo. As I became an adult, I just started putting a little bit of mustard on it, and I put it on a cracker. Okay, that's my caviar. That's the hood version of caviar here. But now I don't eat no potty meat no more. But now hot sauce, I ain't gonna even tell no story. I will eat some hot sauce on a cracker. Hot sauce was the meat, and liver cheese was the meat that I used to love to get when we went fishing. And child, I am going fishing next summer. When I go fishing next summer, I'm gonna get me some liver cheese and some hot sauce and sit out there and put it on a cracker or put it on those vanilla wafer cookies with some hook cheese and fish. Um, You come to Augusta, we eat soul food here and we grow our own vegetables. I used to love it when my grandma grew her vegetables. They taste different and they taste better. They were more flavorful. So Wiz says, I don't eat pig feet no more either. Yeah, y'all don't kill the deer. Leave the deers alone. G Money says, I still eat some with hot sauce chitterlings. I don't eat chitterlings no more now. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was growing up, my mom, every now and again, like maybe for Thanksgiving, I think my mom said for Thanksgiving, she gonna make some chitterlings. She said she cleans them real good, but she said she don't be feeling like cleaning them. The reason why she don't buy them like that, and we don't eat them either now. So that's why she don't buy them like that. You mean to tell me fucking chitterlings cost $29? Oh my God. Yes, sardines with crackers. Oh my God. It's so freaking good. Grissom Hardaway says chitterlings go hard with chitterlings go they still eating chitterlings. I love sardines. They just stink too bad. You know what? When I do that, I make myself some sardines when I have them in my cabinet. I don't have many. I buy a few cans sometimes because I have a taste for them. When you fix them, it takes too long, even after you clean your kitchen and stuff back up to get that smell out. Or the Vienna sausage. I don't do that. You know what? I don't eat Vienna sausages anymore. I used to eat them on a cracker. But that's potty meat too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab some on the way home. Oh my goodness. She said chitterlings. Had a cuz who got stuck in an ice slot trying to steal chicken feet. Went to jail for 60 days. Lord have mercy. Sardines. Oh no, I gourmet my sardines, Kev. You tripping onions, tomatoes, a little stew. It's over with some ice. Nah, I can't mess with the frog legs. I can't do the frogs at all. Y'all know when I was in high school, I took biology, and we had to dissect the dead frog, and it stunk so bad. I can't eat no frog. Hog head cheese used to be good, but it's awful now. Now I gets down. Oh, I love catfish. Oh, I love catfish. I love catfish so much. And y'all, I tried to go without buying catfish because they were saying that it's a scavenger. We shouldn't eat it. So I was mostly just buying. I love whiting because when we used to go fishing, we always caught whiting. So I got a bag of whiting in there. And I started buying like codfish. And I like codfish, but it's just not the same as catfish. I was like, damn, all that. I paid $26 for a box of catfish, okay? And it'd be so good. I grew up in Muslim household, never touched the nasty pig. My mom said if I wanted to make them, she made me go out in the garage and clean them. And I didn't know what I was doing. My uncle had to come over and school me. He was cussing me out and then cooked them. He said, I saw a teacher eat chocolate covered grasshoppers when you was in the third grade. I knew them white people. Oh, I'm telling you something. Chocolate covered grasshoppers and snails and stuff is a delicacy in some of these other countries. Grotesque. Completely grotesque. Um, I've never eaten corned beef ever. I don't. If I did, I may have eaten it when I was a little girl. I didn't like it. As a matter of fact, I think I had it one time. I didn't like it. I didn't like corned beef. I have not eaten it as an adult. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I saw where's my cousin's birthday. I had to give her a heart. When I be seeing my family from out of town, I be missing them so much. Like we have a family reunion once a year. But we missed this year. The ones in Indiana, because we're all so close. I be missing them so much. Rhonda L, my people used to do the can one, but doctor it all up. It was good. I've never had garfish. I've never in my life even heard of garfish. I've never had garfish. What does it taste like? Pen trout. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a fish I just started eating and I really like it, and that's the red snapper. I love to grill the red snapper and put it on a bed of rice. I'm gonna tell y'all a fish I discovered over in Jamaica, and I have not seen it in the stores, and I want it so freaking bad. But them Jamaicans can cook. They have used that good season. I mean, I don't know. It just tastes so good. And that's the parrotfish. Miss Tam, did you see that Memphis rapper that him and his wife got arrested for scamming, and he backed out, and his wife was still in jail? No, which rapper was that? No, what's the name of that rapper? I've never tried snapper fried. I'm gonna have to try it fried. I love it grilled. I said my baby from South Carolina, and baby, the best tasting food ever. Ooh. I hear it's a lot of good food down there in the Carolinas. So is the Carolinas, is their food like more on the side of style of like Georgia or on the style of Louisiana? So fried snapper is fire. They gave us sauerkraut hot dogs when we were younger. just started buying sauerkraut, but I don't eat no hot dog. Ugh, I didn't even like hot dogs when I was growing up. I would eat one grilled with a lot of slaw and stuff on it, but I didn't really like it then. I don't buy hot dogs, period. Now, I don't even see hot dogs in the store. And don't y'all know they done started selling Mountain Dew hot flavored hot dogs? Grotesque. Ah. Now, I like smoked sausages. I ain't gonna tell no stories. I like to put them on the grill and put some slaw on it. And I like my mama's slaw. My mama makes the best slaw. They got strippers there that are fire, girl. Okay. Charleston's food, not a fan of the barbecue. Oh, Gulf Coast. Charleston's food is similar to, so do they have like a lot of seafood and stuff? Charleston's food is good. Now, I've never been to the Carolinas. I used to hear that North Carolina was really beautiful. I used to hear that. But as far as South Carolina, I've never been down there. I used to have a vlogger, I mean a young lady that used to come in here that lives down in either Augusta or Savannah. And she said that Charleston was right, like right there. They go over to South Carolina. I believe she said it was Charleston, South Carolina. That's right there, either by Savannah or Augusta. Greenville has a lot of new restaurants. You'll love South Carolina. It is beautiful, and you would love it for real, for real. Okay. Ashley says, I miss the food variety from ATL. Hmm. Hmm. You have that gullah culture in the Carolinas too. Food is great. I like trying different foods. I like to go places where the food is different, like on a different style. Like when you go to New York, the food is on a different style. Like when you go to Louisiana, the food is on a different style. I like to try different styles of food. Like when you go up north, like to Chicago, to Indiana. But I guess like around Indiana though, like Chicago's food is on a different style, but when you go into Indiana, their food is a little like the southern states. And I think it's because a lot of the southern people migrated to Indiana. I think that's why that is. Because a lot of my aunties cook, they cook just like my mom and them cook. Um, where else? Atlanta's food seems to be more on the style of like around Memphis. Now, when you start to go further deeper down in Mississippi, their food, it tastes a little different, and I like it. Sometimes they add too much salt. I don't like salt. And where else? Miami's, Florida's food is completely different. Um, what are other places that I've been? I've been summer everywhere, child. At least used to. He says, Miss Tamara, what's up with the tour dates with Key Glock? And I saw your post about CMG on tour. Well, I've never been to Myrtle Beach. Oh, okay. Key Glock is going on a Canadian tour. He's going on a Canadian tour in November. He's doing a Canadian tour in November, and then uh uh it says Big Block Tour is full, GMC only a state. Then I saw after Key Glock announced his tour, I saw that You know what? I've never been to Virginia Beach. I haven't. I've never been to Virginia Beach. Maybe I should put that on my to-do list. But next year, I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go to Africa. My friends are over in Africa right now. When you go over there, you have to be over there. Somebody is scared me though. That's like, girl, you don't want to go out of the states. People getting stuck. I was like, oh, 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 Lord, I don't want to get stuck. But see, they over in Africa for 11 days. They over there for 11. That's 2 weeks. That's a long time to be away from home. Yeah. That's a long time to be away from home. When I was traveling, I made sure to try different foods and didn't care about the money. If I right when I travel, I love to try everything. Like I ain't gonna travel if I gotta watch what I spend. Shit. Um, when I was yeah, sad, my guy left us day after my birthday last year. Hurt my heart, girl. He said, "Oh, God is jealous." Yeah, it's they be in like they be in direct competition with Key Glock and because Jay Fizzle been going up. Jay Fizzle been going up. I would love to go to Africa. 2 weeks sound about right to see everything, take it out. And I know they've been going to like different villages and she's been showing everything like the complete experience like with the way they grow their foods and they've been going to different villages and eating different types of fruits and stuff with in the different little places. But I'm a oh Lord, I would love to go. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I love even when I was in Jamaica, like Jamaica is almost like Africa. It's so many beautiful black people. Like to see all of those black people there, it was just I loved every moment of it. I'm gonna say I'm child. I be loving looking at them Kunta Kintes, how they work real hard. It's it's just something about seeing men work. I just got it's that's just one of my things. I like to sit and look at men work. It turns me on, especially when they work hard. I like hard working men. I like to see them fixing stuff. And looking at them Africans over there fixing up, their muscles because they're always working and chopping down trees and planting food and stuff. Oh, it makes me happy. Scared to travel abroad. I salute him and his family and what he did for a lot of people in Memphis. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Young Dog. Rest in peace to Young Dog. So it says me and you are sisters for real. Oh, I cannot listen. I had always wanted to try in I've never eaten Indian food, right? So one of my last clients has always kept in touch with me, right? And they was just really happy I worked the case for them. And she called me the other day and she was like, I've been thinking about you. And she said, because she had been saying, I would love, when the case was over, I would love like to cook dinner for you. You and your husband, if you got a husband, can come or whatever. So she called me the other day. She was like, I would love to cook an Indian cuisine because they're Indian. They're like Indians. Okay. Her family they're from India and I can't stand their curse. But she was like, I would love to cook a authentic Indian meal for you. And I'm so excited because she was like Indian meals are very like a little spicy. I love spicy food, so I can't wait to try authentic Indian food. And I want to try. There's an Ethiopian restaurant down here in the city, around the city that I live in, and I'm gonna try that. I want to try Ethiopian food too. So, what does Ethiopian food mainly consist of? I know in Ethiopian food they eat with their hands. I can't eat with my hand. She said I could never do Indian food again. She said the food in Paris was so nasty. Now y'all know I love like the Josephine Baker. So when I go to New York, I like to go to her restaurant, and I think I just like to go to that restaurant more so because it's her kids run it now. But all they got in there is French food like duck and all that. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. A lot of goat meat in Ethiopian meals. Oh Lord, I can't eat no goat. Oh God. I I think goats are real sensitive animals. I can't eat no goat. Because I can't get past the smell in the Indian food. And Max said that was funny. As soon as you asked what does Ethiopian food consist of, your dog started barking. and and when I was in Jamaica, you see a lot of Jamaicans with goats on the side of the road, and they just be sitting there looking so sad. They just be sitting there with chains around ropes and stuff around their neck, just on the side of the road, not knowing that they taking them to slaughter them so that they can eat them up. And then we had went to the flea market in Jamaica, and I was trying to buy from everybody. But for some reason, Jamaicans think that Americans are rich for some reason. So I was like, well, wait a minute, because they be trying to price gouge. I said, wait a minute. Now, what I want to do is I want to support everybody, but you can't price gouge. I bought a damn elephant. The guy gonna say $75. I made it with my own hand. I said, I'm not paying you no damn $75 for no wood elephant. So I said, okay, so I won't be able to buy from you if you don't take it down. But he still ended up beating me because I paid $25 for it. But I tried to buy something from everybody out there, right? To try to support them because I know that's how they because I think a lot of Jamaicans are their country might be poor. I don't know. It looked like it. Yeah, it's an African restaurant in the Whitehaven area. As a matter of fact, you sure right. I'm gonna go up in there. You sure right. I hadn't stopped. Um, you sure right. But when we was over at the flea market, y'all, when we was in Jamaica, when I went to Montego Bay, I heard this chicken bark, 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 and it was, I, it was real loud and it was flopping and everything. So, y'all, I really just hate that I look back. Y'all, they was out there selling chicken and they was killing them as the people was buying them, and the chicken was running around with their neck cut off. Woo! Y'all, this right. I don't know if God want us to eat animals. I don't know if that's healthy. Because anything that's got feelings and got that cry when you get ready to eat them. Y'all know I had took a video of, and I'm not corny, okay? I'm just in touch with my sensitivity, okay? I was going down. I was on the expressway. I was headed towards East Memphis, and the traffic had slowed down, right? And I was behind, this I forget what they call. They had like a thing on the back of the truck with a whole lot of um cows on it, and it was so many cows in there that they was all on top of each other. I kid you not. And so the traffic, it was a wreck. So it was almost like had stopped. And I got so sad, y'all. The cows was looking back at me. I took a video of it. They was looking back at me and they was looking so sad because I think they knew they was taking them to the slaughterhouse. And it wasn't nothing I could do for them. It wasn't even nothing I could do for the cows. Like they was just looking back at me so sad. I was talking to Demon. I was like, Demon, it's so sad. I wish I could free those cows because they look like they know that they get ready to go to the slaughterhouse. It just ain't right to uh I guess to eat stuff that's got feelings, and people play with cows, and y'all know pigs are smarter than dogs and all of that. They know how to paint. But I wish I could have took something. I wish some kind of way I could have freed them cows out of there and just let them run on the damn expressway until they ran into a field. Because y'all know they eat grass and got away from them. Ooh, oh Lord, Lord stop me, because y'all know how I be going. And I was getting ready to get mad and say some real bad stuff, but I ain't gonna say it about the people that had the cows on the truck. Y'all know when I get mad, I start ranting. I ran a chicken neck one time and it freaked me out. Oh Lord. I would eat at Desta in Atlanta when living there. I haven't found a place here in South Carolina. Fruits and vegetables, talking about Tam. Also fish. Yeah. I love fish. I could eat fish every day. Really. I'm gonna cook all the chicken. I'm gonna grill all that chicken out of my freezer. And once I finish with all that chicken, and it's so much because I take my chicken and prep them, y'all. I take my chicken and put them in a bag. And listen, I was I was um I was looking at this YouTube channel one day, and this guy, as a matter of fact, the girl that his sister is a celebrity, and they played on what's the Eve's Value, and he's a chef. Poe is a chef, and I was looking at like a sauce, you know, that he was showing you how to make it, put it in the blender and all of that, and pour it on top of the chicken. And once you pour it on top of the chicken, you make the olive oil real hot, and that's how you can fry it without the flour, and it tastes so freaking good. And some of my chicken, that's what I do. I pour the sauce in it and put it in the freezer. I always prep my food and stuff. I used to season my stuff. I don't do it. I don't season it no more. I just take it out and prep it. I would have been following behind that truck with with a big bottle of Sweet Baby Ray, Hickory brown sugar, and a can of Bush's. That's evil. Oh my God. All rappers' albums flopping. Gucci Mane album sold 300 copies. Gotti's album sold 200 copies. You know what? I think that they miscalculated on Gotti's album, because I don't believe it sold 200 copies. I think it sold less than that. Ashley says, I love Sweet Baby Ray's Hickory Stubbies. It's good too. Why aren't these artists selling no albums? Why aren't they selling albums? Is it because people just streaming? I think they need to go back to the day of the CDs. I like CDs. What about the raghead from Cali caught that um 926 pounds of drugs in Memphis the other day. I had not heard about that. He says rap isn't selling, other stuff is. Rap ain't selling. That's the reason why I don't know why these artists are signing with these labels. They could do whatever these labels doing on their own. The only thing these labels doing is putting insurance policies on them. That's how they make their money. I can download this song without having to go buy the album. Oh wow. Well, that's true. Why buy when you can download? Listen, why buy when you can download for free? Lord. I'm telling you, I agree with you, Kevin. I agree 100%. Mm-hmm. It's been real fun, you guys, but I have to go do some work. I got to get off of here too. It's 11 o'clock. My baby gone. I need to go on and slap my wig on top of my head, child, because I'm looking like Aquanisha, y'all. What I've been doing is I've been treating my own hair. My hair is so thick. My mom always say, girl, people kill for the type of hair you got. Y'all know I'm completely natural now. So I'm just letting my hair, because I know when you wear braids a lot, I wear either braids or extensions. You have to let your hair take the stress off your hair. So I've been treating it. I'm gonna go and get it clipped. But I got to throw a wig. I got to slap a wig on top of my head, child. I got to go downtown Memphis today. Listen, my friend made me a wig, bless her little heart, and she did the best she could. But it looks like it be wop on my head. But I ain't got no choice, child, but to put it on. But I got to go downtown. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. And if I come on tonight, I'm gonna come on the other channel tonight. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Real Talk with Tamara 2 TOO. If I come on tonight, if I get some juicy info, I'm gonna put some in my platinum. And then because I've been neglecting my other channel, I'm gonna put some I'm gonna go live from that channel tonight. But y'all be safe, be sweet. I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.